Hello, welcome back to the Cellar. Actually, we're outside right now because it's the last part of summer and it's time to kind of enjoy the nice weather while we have it. So we've got 6 new wines here. Same program, so 6 bottles kind of from around the world, introducing you to some new styles of wine, kind of coming back to some classics that we know in terms of producer and new faces. But just a really compelling collection of wines that we've got assembled here for you for the month of September. So it is 20% off all the wines. We're at about $135 with the discount factored in. And let's get started with what we got. So J. Loren is a producer that we work with 3 different wines of theirs, and you'd be hard pressed to find any any wine in our shop where we're carrying 3 different wines from any different producer. Especially on this scale. So we're looking at kind of just a really small production champagne style wine outside of the region of Champagne. So this is coming from the very southern part of France, right where it meets the French-Spanish border, and it's a region that has been producing sparkling wine since 1531, so they kind of know what they're doing there, and it's just a really lovely Blanc de Blanc. So it's a Brut Nature, very dry, but you can tell the quality of the fruit really shines through. Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, and a grape called Mosaic. So a favorite French wine, sparkling that's not from Champagne. So on to the Italian Riviera. So this is Claudio Vio's very rare Pigatto. So we are about 1,000 feet above the sea, but within view of the sea. He has 2 hectares, which is not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, and there's not a whole lot of this to begin with. So there's 5 cases of this that come into the state, and we took the lion's share of them. So for this program, so think grilled seafood, think seafood crudo, think pesto, think of the great kind of Ligurian delights that are still very relevant at this time of the year, because the grill is still going and the fresh seafood we can still get fresh seafood still, which is good. So anyways, a lovely dry, crisp mineral white from Claudio Vio. So on to the Loire. This is Domaine de la Noblaye, and this is a super rare bottling as well. So only 1,000 bottles of this come into the United States, and just again a handful of cases come to the States. So, but why is it even kind of more rare than that? Well, it's Chinon, but it's white Chinon. So Chinon is this amazing little village on volcanic tufa soils, mixed in with some marls and limestones, but they grow Cabernet Franc there. But this is Chenin Blanc, so the rare 2% of that appellation grows white wine. So think of a dry Vouvray, think of like an amazing Mont-Louis-sur-Loire, and this is what you have, kind of that kind of almost waxy, really beautiful golden pear fruit with awesome acidity that kind of backs it all up. So a really exciting producer. So on to Germany, and German Pinot Noir is a treat. It's not like Burgundy, it's not like Sonoma County. It's somewhere kind of right in between. It has its own kind of spiciness and coolness to it. This is right along the French-German border, but right above Switzerland. So it's a region called Baden, but the reason that I chose this wine because I think we need to take a look at German wines and see what's out there, but it's just an absolutely gorgeous, light on its feet, highly energetic style. So it's a 6 to 8 weeks maceration, which is an incredibly long time to allow your wine to ferment and sit before it goes into 3,000 liter barrels. It's just really classic and really well set up. Okay, on to the amazing wines of Vajra. So Vajra maybe is more famously known for their Barolo, but their Barbera Superiore is in a whole different league of its own, especially at this price point. This wine usually sells for about $35 on the shelf. You guys are paying $24, which is pretty incredible. But lots of concentration to it, lots of extraction, without it being kind of dumbed down or heady or kind of without complexity. So a gorgeous, full-bodied, textured Barbera that is like ready for steaks, barbecue, etc. So finishing up here with a kind of a local boy who's making wines out in California. So the fun part about this story is that this man went from selling wines in the wholesale market here in town to making wines in California. So and the wine really kind of caught us by surprise. I mean, the story alone is interesting, and like it's fun to be able to kind of express that. But when I was blind tasted on this wine, I was just like, wow. I mean, this is Cabernet, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, almost in equal parts with a little bit of Tannat, but it is so lively. To have Cabernet that has red fruit and kind of a lingering finish that is not, again, just kind of a one note thing that drives you home. Like, it was really, really kind of fun to see. So this is our September collection. I'm super excited about this wine set. I think it's the best one we've done yet. So I hope you enjoy it, and it'll be available by the end of the week. Give us a call, shoot us an email. Thanks.